Good morning, YouTubers. Yeah, this is Landscape Photo, otherwise known as Marty Woodcock. This episode, hello Alec. Say hi, Alec. Yeah, his base is behind us. He's building a huge door bridge to get goldwood. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about starting from scratch. For anybody who's just getting into the game, you start out with 20 game coins, and that tree just fell and rotted. The first thing that you do is go into Wood or Us, and you get the most expensive axe in the game. No, just kidding. You get a basic hatchet, and that costs 12 coins. What you do is put your cursor over the box, grab it, bring it to Tom, and you chat with him. And so he asks, buy this hatchet for $12, and you click yes. And then to open the box, you put the cursor over the box and click E. And to pick up the hatchet, you also click E. Oh, there we go. Had a little bit of lag. Now, what most people do is they find a tree that's fairly easy to chop, or they find one of these huge elm trees, and then they bring it back here to the side of Wood or Us and deposit the lumber in there for coins. However, if you ask somebody to open the winter biome, which I'll take you to momentarily, you can get money a lot quicker. So I'll ask Alec if he can open the winter biome. If somebody says no, then you'll have to do it the hard way by chopping the regular trees down here. Because some of the best trees that you can get with this axe are in the winter biome, but it's blocked by boulders. And so you have to blow them up, and the only way to blow them up is to go across the bridge, but that'll be in another video, or to ask somebody to blow them up for you. So we're just walking. Pretty soon you'll we'll see the boulders. And we have to stand a little ways back when Alec gets back with the explosives, the dynamite, or it could kill your character, which is really no big deal because your character just resets and then you just go back for your axe later. Okay. Okay. Well, I will whitelist Alec, even though I don't have a base yet. He can't. So you open the box and take the TNT. Now, because this is his TNT, it kind of glitches. If it's your TNT, it'll be nice and smooth. Then you point your cursor at the dynamite and click E to detonate, and then run. I usually hide behind here, and there's one rock left, but that's okay. We're just getting one tree because we don't have a vehicle. So let's get a tall tree that's closest to us. So this one right here. Now it'll take quite a few hits to fall this tree with the basic hatchet. Actually, oh, there we go. Yeah, as you can tell, this hatchet is not one of the best. Yeah, this is demonstrating how long it will be to cut this. And sorry for the break, just opening my coffee. Way too much sugar. So we're almost halfway through cutting the tree. So you can tell how slow this axe actually is. But it's better than no axe until you can buy better axes. Which, falling this tree, hopefully will do two things. Get us enough money for a better axe and get us money for land. And then you can start building a base. It's a beautiful day here in Regina. The sun's out. Perfect cloud cover. It's mostly blue, but a little bit of cloud. Perfect for photography. Speaking of photography, I'm a landscape photographer. So here's my challenge to anybody watching this. I'll give you guys a week and do some research and tell me where you want me to photograph anywhere in southern Saskatchewan. And I will photograph those and make a video of the photographs. Okay, so this happens on occasion. So you just push it down and normally I cut the branches off. However, because this is for money, we'll take the entire tree and get as much coins for it as we can. And I should say to push big trees, you click on the end of it and then press Shift S to lift the top of the tree up a little bit. And that'll be easier. Okay, I need to lift it up just a little more. And it's obviously easier to maneuver over the snow than it is the grass. But if you want as much money as possible, and another way to move big heavy trees is to flip it if you can. This one might be a little too heavy to flip. Oh, maybe not. Okay, good. Okay, well, this is taking longer than I expected, but it's still... Whoa, why are you... So, actually, we'll come for these branches later. Let's chop the bottom branches off so it'll quit swinging on me. And yes, the game does have a day and night cycle, as I think all Roblox games do. Okay, so that's not working, so we'll have to we'll cut it at this seam or joint. Yeah, I keep on forgetting that this is a small hatchet. It's so you have to get fairly close to the tree to cut it. just a little bit about myself. I'm happily married with two dynamically awesome daughters. I have ADHD, bipolar disorder, and that's so I can get distracted easily, or I tend to hyper-focus on certain things. Oh, the biome is becoming blocked again. That's okay. We got the tree out in time. And the good thing about the winter biome, when you blow up the rocks at least twice, sometimes it takes 3 blasts, it stays open until the server closes. And so you can go back and forth as much as you want to get things in the biome. Another good source of income is ice wood, and that's obviously in the winter biome. So I'll deposit this tree and get some coins and buy a better axe and maybe some land, and then I will show you where to get the ice wood. Now you need land to buy a car, or actually it's a truck, not a car. Most people call them, well, a lot of people call them cars here in the game, but they're actually trucks. So once you get 100 coins or $100 in the game, buy some land, which costs 100 coins, obviously. And then from there you could buy a vehicle to put more lumber in instead of just having to carry it. And if you're not comfortable with driving, regardless if you're for real or in game, you can always just hoof it and do it that way too. Okay, so obviously we need to take the branches off because they're too wide to fit in, and we'll see how much this piece gets us. So Shift S to lift it up to and 300. Wow, okay, so that one little piece got us enough to buy land. But before we buy land, let's see if we can buy a better axe. Okay, that one costs $90. That one costs $550. So, and that one is $190. So let's get the steel axe. And we'll be able to cut the tree a lot faster. Now you have 2 axes. And you'll see how fast this one cuts compared to the beginner's axe. It's a lot faster. I'm surprised Alec doesn't have that much money. But he's a spender. Oh, I should also say, it's a good practice in this game to save up as much money as you can. Don't tell me. Oh, there it is. Because in the beginning, yes, you need to spend. But once you get the basics that you need, then save up 10 million. Look how quickly this chops. The cooldown is quicker, and it chops a little bit deeper. And a little bit of lag. Okay, so we'll take this piece with the branches, and this piece is a lot lighter, so you can actually just carry it, which is a lot faster. So once we deposit the this entire tree, we'll get land and probably a vehicle. And then I will show you how to get ice wood to make money even faster. Because ice wood is more expensive than this. This isn't as expensive as lava wood, but it's safer. For lava wood, you'll have to go through the volcano, and when I first started this game, it took me about 5 or 6 times to get the hang of going through the volcano without dying. Now I can go through pretty much 100% of the time without dying. Now if the volcano decides to act nasty, it does on occasion send a lot of boulders down on you, and when that happens, I can't get through. But the volcano is way up there. You can actually see the trees that grow on the top of the volcano. Redwood, lava wood. They have a few different names. But again, that's for a different video. So we'll see if we can pick up the entire tree, or the rest of the tree, this time, and just walk it to the wood drop-off. If not, we'll have to cut it again. And depending on what you plan on doing in the game, and I would have a plan. Nope, I can't. Ah, perfect. It's nice and light. Oh, his gold bridge made it. Awesome. In another video, I'll show you guys how to get to the gold wood. There's four main, or not main, but four ways to get to it. There's a land bridge that you have to blow up. You have to, or you have to go across the toll bridge, which costs $100. You can make planks once you get proper lumber mill, or you can build a door bridge to the swamp. And in the swamp, you have two types of wood: gold wood and green wood. And both are more valuable than lava wood. But lava wood, depending how you get to the swamp, lava wood is easier to get to. But I find if you use planks, if you have the machine to make the planks, then you can just plank to the gold wood and get it that way. Okay, so we have almost $600. So that's more than enough that we need. So let's go to the land store, which is right next to Woods R Us. Actually, before we get land, we need to load a slot. Okay, I'm not sure why that's not working, but let's chat with Ruven. Yes, I do want land. You can't buy land without loading a slot. So, menu, load, 2. Saved to this, confirm, So now, yeah, I do. Okay. Let's actually, yeah, let's go to this one here because it's close to the winter biome. Merci beaucoup. Now let's go back to Woods R Us, or Wood R Us, and let's buy a vehicle. Okay, so 400, so we have enough for that. Or, let's see, 130. How much is this one? I forget. 15,000. That one, 1,600. Okay. The vehicle it is. Okay, and it's easier to purchase it when it's right side up. So let's go to our land. We can't place it anywhere other than our land. And we'll be able to get around a heck of a lot faster. And there's our land. Now let's know about there. Okay, I'm going to ask Alec if he could blow up the rocks again. Yeah, I'm going to show how to get ice wood. Then the video will be over, and so on and so forth. And when you buy the land, it'll say sold to then your username. Now to toggle lights, you just hit the L. Actually, yes, I can get through just fine right there. Okay, now if you spotted it when I first came in, there's a hut right there. Okay, So what I personally like doing, okay, there's a ramp right there where the ice wood will shoot out from. So what I like doing is lining my truck up with the chute. Yeah, you can see Alex's thing up there. Okay. There's a hidden ramp that you go up, and it's right in here. And over here, uh, you can get uh, a really cool axe, but you have to go across the bridge and buy a few things first. So it's not exactly cheap, but it's better than anything you can get at the store. There are lots of axes here in the game. And there's the chute I was talking about, like the ramp to toss the wood down. Now, if you're a very good driver, you can drive across this. Yeah, walking up, if you didn't have a vehicle to get up that far, it takes a little while, but in my opinion, it's worth the walk if you're going to get a lot of ice wood, just because it's the vehicle stops the ice wood from skidding too far. Ice wood is very slippery because it's made of ice. And here is the ice wood biome. So we'll just get one tree because that's all we can carry. In our small vehicle. And if we have enough money, I will get a wood processor. And by the way, these trees are very light. Oops. Where is that ramp? Right here. Okay. I will actually get 2 trees. Let's see. I'll get this one. If Alec was going to get this one, then I'd leave it for him. Yes, you did. Yeah, I keep on forgetting I have 2 axes. Normally I only carry 1. Okay. I'm going to tell him I'm heading down now. He's at the car and I can hear him chopping. Okay, so a little hop down. Another, and one more. Okay, so the one tree skidded way over there, which is okay because we're going to be driving over there shortly. So let's chop this and put it into our car or truck. Now I'm getting in the bad habit of calling it a car. Okay, steel and basic, yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, and if you press tab, no, I guess the tilde one, it brings up your backpack, and you can put various things in, so you don't have to get messed up, and it just helps with organizing with what you're carrying. And if you have something that you want to drop, for example, say if you sold an axe to someone and you want to drop it to give it to them, in Minecraft it's Q. In Roblox, at least in Lumber Tycoon, it's delete, and it drops it that way. So it eliminates a lot of the oh shoot, I dropped it, thing that you get in Minecraft. Now the problem with getting ice wood in this biome, if you couldn't tell already, it's hard to see where all the pieces of wood are that you got. Okay, I think oh, here's one. Now let's go and get that other tree. And trees sometimes disappear when you cut them, and if you leave them for too long, they will disappear if nobody else cuts them. So if you need the money, try to get the tree as quickly as possible. Excuse me. Okay, Alec left the game. Now that's a nice big piece. And a good rule of thumb when you're loading up, try to get the biggest pieces first. Because if you lose anything, you want to lose the smallest pieces if they jump out of your vehicle. And I'm going to make a plea to all of you. Please Okay, no, he's still in the game. Oh, yeah, I accidentally hit tab and that closed out the players thing. Please do not beg for money or axes. If you want money, offer to work for it. For example, say I'll get some wood for you, and depending on the type of wood, the will depend on how much you get paid. Okay, I'm all set. Going to sell now. And the reason why I'm in second okay, yep. Oh, darn. See, sometimes you can lose pieces like this. There we go. And Alec was nice and chopped that tree to get it out of the way. And notice how much quicker it is to get more wood with a vehicle. Okay, and it's always easier to back up. There we go. And push the wood in that way. And sometimes you might need to carry the wood in, and you don't get hurt by doing that. So from $90 or 90 coin all the way up to just about 1,000. Okay, over 1,000 now. So ice wood is a good, safe way to get coin. Just about 2,000. Okay, so I do want over 2,000. So let's chop this one, and this little tree should give us over 2,000 to get a half decent um, oh, yeah, for a second there I got lost. And buy a half decent wood mill, and then I'll wrap up the video. Well, first I'll show you what a milled piece of wood looks like. So you can tell that these cherry trees don't really give you very much money compared to the ice wood or the fir trees. And because I'm a photographer, at the end of the video, I'm going to call out and request a certain amount of likes, and if it reaches that in the certain amount of time, yep, that's the one that'll get, then I will do a video of some of my favorite photographs, if you guys are interested. The photographs that I've taken, that is. And even if I don't reach that amount of likes, then it'll be a certain amount of comments requesting that I do that. Okay, let's chop this. Let's do an oak first, because oaks are the easiest and most common to harvest. And if you sell a piece of processed wood, it's actually, you get a lot more money for processed wood than you do for just the tree itself. Oh shoot, I forgot to increase. Yeah, if you want to sell it for the maximum value, set your machine, in this case, 2.4 by 1.6. And I'm not sure if this piece can process into a proper size or not. I hope so. We'll see. Because the larger the settings, the higher the money you'll get. Okay, it looked like it didn't work. Oh well. Okay, so after processing it, this is what it looks like. And each tree will look slightly different because it's, well, a slightly different tree. Depending, like firewood will be red, and no, it won't be on fire. I'm not sure why I called it firewood. It's I usually call it lava wood. Now, some people don't sell their signs that say this land has been sold to you. Some people do. And how you sell the sign is the same way as selling wood. Okay, so because that won't really fit into my truck easily, I'll just cut it like that. And this is oak. Now I'll cut this elm and show you what a processed elm tree looks like. And then sell these, and then we'll do the outro. I'm not going to steal Code Primate's outro voice. I would love to, because that sounds cool. Shout out to Code. He's the one that inspired me to start making videos. By the way, this is my first video. So, in the comments, be nice. Yeah, you can tell me how to improve, but don't be rude. And yes, I do need a bigger, or not bigger, but better chair. And depending on the size of sawmill you have, will greatly determine what size your end processed wood will be. And I think that this piece right here might actually be too big to fit into my mill. Only one way to find out. Shift S and then Shift W. Oh yeah, that's a way too big. So I'll have to figure out some other way to process that one. These little ones, this one can do, I think. Yeah, I'll just do this one and then do the outro. Or no, this one, sell, outro, and that'll be it for this video, I think. Oh no, are you too big? Yes, I think you are too big. Darn. Well, let's see if I can... Oh, it worked that time. Okay, so that is elm wood. It's quite a bit lighter and less orangey red. And when you get stuck like this, click one of the pieces of wood that's in the back of the truck, and it'll get you going. And you can carry amazing amount of weight. Just make sure that that you remember to do that. Let's see, processed wood is a lot more expensive than unprocessed. So I will park my truck properly, and Alec can take all of this wood because it's mostly too big for my machine. And I will call Alec over. So we'll just wait for Alec to come over if he decides to come. Okay, he's coming. Yep, you can see him just over there. And cheers to all of you who have stayed to the end from the beginning. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you for... oh yes. E-Wave. Yeah, thank you to all of you guys again. And yeah, Alex is dancing. Yeah, I think I'll do a little jig too. I will do 3. Hip hip hooray! So, if I get, say 50 likes, then I will do a video on my photography. Or if I get 20 comments, I'll do a video on my photography. So, landscape photo out.